Good morning. I want to thank everybody for being here. I'm Aaron Rummage, Director of Legislation, Policy, and Communication for the Tennessee Alcoholic Beverage Commission. First, let me say what an honor it is to serve the great state of Tennessee. I would like to provide you with some information about today's press conference. Each year, alcohol misuse causes injury, sickness, and death across Tennessee. Simply put, alcohol misuse hurts Tennessee families. That's why we're here today. We are proud to announce a state partnership to address the problem of alcohol misuse. Throughout November and December, the Departments of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services, Safety and Homeland Security, Health, and the TABC will be conducting a public awareness campaign to 1, educate the public about the dangers of alcohol misuse, 2, provide resources to citizens if they witness a violation of alcohol laws, and 3, to promote the Tennessee Red Line, which is a statewide addiction treatment referrals resource. The campaign will be called Don't Let Alcohol Ruin the Holidays. The campaign will include a joint social media blitz utilizing our partnership's 340,000 followers and increased law enforcement presence across the state by both the TABC and the Tennessee Highway Patrol. The social media campaign will run from November 14th through the end of December. Our goal is to educate the public on the dangers of misusing alcohol and to destigmatize the seeking of treatment for those who are suffering from addiction. Today's speakers will be TABC Executive Director Russell Thomas, Tennessee Department of Health Commissioner Ralph Alvarado, Tennessee Highway Patrol Lieutenant Colonel Jimmy Johnson, Tennessee Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services Commissioner Marie Williams. We will issue a press release shortly after this conference, and we will have time for a few questions after it's over. Without further delay, I'm pleased to introduce TABC Director Russell Thomas.
Thank you, Aaron, and thank you all for being here today. As Aaron said, I'm Russell Thomas, Executive Director of the Tennessee Alcoholic Beverage Commission. I'm honored to stand alongside the esteemed leaders of the Tennessee Department of Health, Safety, and Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services here today. So the Alcoholic Beverage Commission plays a crucial role in regulating businesses that sell and serve alcohol to consumers in Tennessee. Our mission is to ensure that these establishments operate responsibly, promoting public safety and well-being. Recent data on alcohol sales in Tennessee have revealed a concerning trend. Since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, alcohol consumption has surged by about 20 to 25%. We've seen alcohol-related deaths increase 25% between 2019 and 20, 10% between 2020 and 21. And we've also seen historic highs in the volume of alcohol that's been sold at bars and restaurants in the state since March of 2020. And as we enter this peak alcohol consumption time of the year, November and December, it's crucial to address this issue, especially considering the potential dangers associated with excessive drinking. So this holiday season, we urge everyone to take responsibility for their actions. For some individuals, this brings about dangerous levels of alcohol consumption. So we want people to please be mindful of their own consumption this season. For those people that have children in the home, we want them to be mindful of minors having access to unsecured alcohol. And we want folks to remember that before they head out to bars and restaurants, to make a plan to have an enjoyable and safe time. To reinforce these efforts, the ABC will be conducting additional compliance checks and bar inspections across the state in the coming weeks. And our focus is to prevent the service of alcohol to minors and to assure that patrons aren't being overserved alcohol. We encourage the public to be our eyes and ears. If you see any violation of our state liquor laws, please report it. You can go to our website. We have an easy and convenient complaint portal that you'll find there. In the spirit of community safety, let's all commit to the following this holiday season. Let's never serve alcohol to minors. Let's ensure that alcohol is inaccessible to teens. Let's be mindful of our consumption. Let's avoid overconsumption and binge drinking, and of course, never drive under the influence of alcohol. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Ralph Favorado, who's the Commissioner of the Tennessee Department of Health, to share his remarks. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Director Rummage, Executive Director Thomas, Lieutenant Colonel Johnson, and Commissioner Williams. I'm thankful we're kind of together today to address the consequences and impacts of binge drinking and overconsuming of alcohol. It's an issue that affects far too many individuals and can be especially difficult to manage personally during the holidays. As a physician, I've seen the effects on lots of patients, people that I've taken care of over the years with binge drinking and difficult issues. And I'll emphasize that while moderate alcohol consumption may be part of your holiday celebration, excessive drinking poses severe, often long-term consequences to personal health. Binge drinking can lead to a range of physical issues and further impact your mental well-being, as you'll probably hear here in a few moments from Commissioner Williams. Physically, excessive alcohol consumption is linked to liver damage, cardiovascular problems, increased risk of injuries, several types of cancer, and poor outcomes if you're trying to become pregnant. Additionally, the social consequences of binge drinking are substantial. Relationships, careers, and your overall quality of life can be affected. These consequences impact not just you, but also your family, your friends, your workplace, and your community, and if you're driving, perhaps even a stranger. So this is not an admonishment to say don't drink, but as Tennessee's Health Commissioner, I'm urging you to be mindful of your alcohol consumption, recognize the signs of problematic drinking, and seek the help that's available when needed. Remember that if you're struggling with alcohol-related issues, there is help, from counseling to support groups to treatment facilities. Education and awareness are powerful in preventing the onset of alcohol-related problems. Therefore, I also encourage parents and those who care for and who care about the youth in their lives to have frank and open conversations about the risks and consequences of binge drinking and overconsumption of alcohol. Working together, we can build healthier, safer communities for everyone and lessen the impacts of binge drinking that reverberate, often tragically, on our personal lives and throughout our society. Thank you for letting the Tennessee Department of Health be part of this important holiday message today. I'll turn it over now to Lieutenant Colonel Johnson.
Good morning. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Jimmy Johnson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol. The Thanksgiving holiday is the most traveled time of the year. Yesterday, Colonel Perry announced the Tennessee Interstate Challenge. The Tennessee Highway Patrol will increase patrols across the state of Tennessee during this Thanksgiving holiday. I have challenged my supervisors to place a trooper every 10 miles on all interstates in Tennessee. Troopers will be patrolling in marked and unmarked cars and even in the air. I'm asking all motorists to partner with us and commit to driving safely this holiday weekend. Wear your seatbelts, don't speed, don't drive distracted, and certainly do not drive under the influence. I know that if we work together, we can stop preventable crashes and save lives. Over the 2022 Thanksgiving holiday, Tennessee Highway Patrol arrested over 90 people for driving under the influence, investigated 511 crashes, 36 of those alcohol-related. Troopers also issued 469 seatbelt and over 2,500 speeding citations. This is an all-hands-on-deck effort, and while our primary focus is on interstates, the THP will be increasing patrols also on secondary roads. It is our mission to do everything possible to prevent death and injury on our Tennessee highways. Even one fatality is too many. I hope that other law enforcement agencies across the state take this call to increase their visibility and enforcement during this coordinated effort to decrease roadway fatalities this holiday weekend. Troopers will be out across the state ready to assist motorists as they travel to their Thanksgiving destinations. If you need assistance while traveling, please call us by dialing star THP, that's star 847. This will put you in touch with a THP Regional Dispatch Center where they will dispatch a trooper to assist. Again, I'm urging everyone to be safe this holiday weekend and do their part to make the Tennessee Highway roads safe. It's my privilege to introduce Commissioner of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services, Commissioner Marie Williams.
Good morning. So grateful to be here today and so grateful for the partnership of our colleagues across the state. Our role in all of this as the Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services is to spread hope and let people know that recovery is real, but the challenges that we face during this holiday season are real as well, and they're growing. As Commissioner Alvarado spoke, we have seen an increase in individuals that are struggling with addiction and substance use. In this state alone, we have estimates as high as 1.2 million individuals that are our friends and our neighbors that are living with a diagnosable substance use disorder. That's roughly 20% of the population, 1 out of 5. Think about that. Most of the headlines that you hear about fentanyl or opioids, tranquilizers, and other deadly substances. But alcohol still remains as one of the most used and misused substances in our state, as well as nationally. When you look at the kids, we have some insightful data that we've gathered by our substance use prevention coalitions and schools across the state through our Tennessee Together student survey. By 12th grade, 4 in 10 students have tried alcohol, and 1 in 4 students have actually binged on alcohol. We know of the Tennessee youth that have tried alcohol, their first drink is on average at about 13 and a half years old. And among the high school seniors that we surveyed, only 1 in 3 said that alcohol was difficult or hard to obtain. So, what's the take-home message? If your drinking is affecting your quality of life or someone that you know and love, if it's hurting your relationships, if it's affecting your work or your family, you're not alone. Please reach out for help. Even if you can't afford treatment, it's available. If you will call or text the Tennessee Red Line at 1-800-889-9789, you will get a free and confidential assessment and a referral for treatment that can be paid for through state dollars. If you're a parent, please remember that your kids are watching what you do, not what you say. So during this holiday season, please remember to responsibly drink, as our colleagues have already mentioned. And also, please remember to talk to your kids. Research has shown that the outcomes associated when parents simply talk to their kids around drinking or other substances produces really high outcomes of those kids feeling like they can be honest and get the help they need. If you're struggling with addiction this holiday season, there's no better time than now to reach out for help. Help is available. As stated earlier, recovery is real, it is possible, and we all ask that during this season you take a moment to look at yourself and say, there's no shame in this. This is simply where I am in my life, and I am going to reach out and get the help I need. May your holiday be blessed.
That concludes our press conference. We'll be available for a few moments afterwards to take any questions that you might have. Thank you.